Like this lad, in the story in the day, this lad was like the Mike Tyson of Redcar. He did fights with top people and never got beat. He called him Dave Williams. He actually had a gym. His dad was a millionaire. He had the first gym in England, I think, one of the first gyms in England to be like the American gyms. He went over, he brought Bertel Fox over, a lad called Marlon Darton, who got interviewed to be the Mr. T. He got interviewed for that, and he was there, but they actually got Mr. T instead, and he was called Marlon Darton, Mr. America. I trained with him for 2 weeks. I trained with Bertel Fox for 2 weeks. I was at the gym, he trained there. He's fucking huge, Bertel Fox. And he was showing me how to do weights and don't go all the way up and half up down and all this stuff from Bradford. And he should have won the 1983 Mr. Olympia, but he was huge. The biggest man I've ever seen was about him, not in height wise, but his neck, his back, his biceps like coconuts on his arms were huge. And he was just a natural. If he just rushed the street, he'd be massive. He got done in the end for he shot his wife. I think it was his wife. He tried to kill his mother-in-law. He's doing jail now, life for it, in some island in the Caribbean. But anyway, so this Dave Williams, he was a nasty character. He had people selling gear for him, and he gave a lad called Ali. It was a spray painted bloke who did the cars, spray painted people's cars. Nice kid. So this lass was with him called Diane, and she was a horrible nasty piece of stuff. She used to go with my mate John Brown. She was with him and he was in the army, but because Dave was bigger and they were millionaires, the family had the Opel Manta car. Remember the Opel Mantas, big sports one. Loads of money. They had gyms and they had houses, and Dad was a millionaire, like I said. But he was always a bully. He used to bully my other mate I called Dave, who used to work in the club. I'll fight you for your wages. And he used to have scrap yards where they'd offer people like, it's 20 quid for that pap. If you beat me, I'll give you it for a tenner. He was a proper fucking bully. Known bully in Redcar. People were scared of him. But he'd never been beat, though everyone said he was the best fighter in the area. So what happened is, he was a bully. So I'd gone out one night with my Uncle Tam, and I was about 19-year-old. He was massive to me. He was about 5'7", about 17 stone, massive, big bodybuilder. And I come in for it, and there was a drink, and I spilled it. It was a bit of boxing on. And I watch what you're doing with that. So the next day he come down the gym where I trained, because I didn't train at the Olympia then. So I trained at a place called the Chapel Gym, which was a little tiny gym. It was called the Chapel Gym because it used to be a little church. And we trained there. It's like a little bungalow now. We trained there with me and Peter and Terry Cooper were like Mr. Olympias to me. They were like, I looked up to them. Terry was about 5, 6 years old, me and Peter, and they let me train with them. That's how I got my physique stronger. So I was about 22 when I was there, and they came round doing Craig Howard. He was 7th in the Mr. North East, Mr. England. Really good body. Put his name Craig Howard. You'll see him from 1987. I think he was competing on stage, and he did loads of shows. He was really good, one of the best bodybuilders in the area. Anyway, he's now fell out with Dave Williams because he was friends with him. He's friends with me. So he's coming to Porsche, and what happens, I know I'm going a bit about here. So when I'm in the gym and I'm 22, he tried to come like bully me. I wasn't scared, I was going to have a fight with him. I probably would have got beat because you're a lot bigger than me. But Jeff Robinson was backing me up, and Peter and Terry Cooper backing me up in the gym. So he came in because I wasn't backing down like bullies. He was like, all right, I'll see you later, and all that, and nice as pie and all that to me. I thought. So I left it. But anyway, it was still in my head what he'd done to me. Then when he battered this, what happened, you give this lad some ecstasy to sell. And when I used to do scams, I had done scams, but not with good people. This kid worked for a living. He had 2 little kids with him. So he's gone around Dave Williams, said, there's 100E, sell them. So he sold about 20 of them to people. And what he'd done is he gave them aspirins and he'd filed them down. So they were just normal aspirins. So the lad's trying to sell them. And he only had a little tiny, he only did 9 stone, about 5'4" something. So he went, you're fucking getting them all, you pay me for the full lot. I went there, I think he was charging me 6, 7 quid each for them. So I wanted 7 grand back for these. I think it was 7 grand, something like that he was after for. Anyway, the fucking lad couldn't pay it. Anyway, she's gone, Dave, beat him. So he's beaten him into the body, broke his ribs, bust all his face. His 2 little kids are there, I think about 6 and 7 year olds, 8 and 9 year olds, something like that. So he's told Chino was best friends with me as well. Another one's gone now, loads of stories about him from Redcar. So China went, oh, he's fucking out of order. I said, I'll fight the cunt. So I'm about 26 now. So I'm down Redcar, and I was at Emma's. Oh, who do you think fucking pulls up out of nowhere? Dave Williams. So they've phoned me. Said, he's at such and such. I'm here now, I'm in the house. They've come down, followed him, because he said he was going to go and see someone. And he had the lads in the flat doing it, a lad called Mally, who's friends with ours. And he's trying to get them to sell the key. You know, I mean, how then, me and you, so jumping out the cos with him, come on, me and you, 1-to-1. So he's in the car looking at me. I'm not a kid now, I said to him. So he's going, you're too big, he's shouting to me, I went, get out the fucking car now. So he wouldn't get out the car, to get out the fucking car, so he's got out the car. And he ran at me trying to grab my legs. I went, what the fuck are you doing? And my legs were 36 inches then, I just grabbed him, picked it up and I threw him over the fucking car, over this car in the seafront. And he fell over the car, and bounced off it and hit the floor. I've come round and caught him the right hand, and I've caught him the half decent left hook and dropped him. So I've got on top of him, I've stuck my fingers in his fucking eyes popped. Like Vincent Price, you know, the old movies with Christopher Lee when the bleed, all his eyes were pouring the blood. Anyway, his fucking eyes hanging out his fucking face and half hanging out his eyes, all cut down here where I've stuck my thumbs on. I weigh 24 stone now, maybe more. Maybe, yeah, 24 stone I weigh, yeah. And I'm 24, 25, 26 years old, something like that. 26, I think. And anyway, he's shouting, I've had enough. Anyway, I thought, I've probably got 2 charges, mate. I'm up for fucking 2 assaults. So anyway, I fucking let him get up. So anyway, he fucking called it a day anyway. He fucking went blind for about 10 days. He couldn't see his eyes, they had these things on him. Look at him. So his dad come from America, because he was over there in properties and stuff. He came back from America and gave Channel £2,000 to tell him to leave him alone. I thought, yeah, bullies. And after that, he was never seen again. He fucked off to Australia and retired out of the area. So bullies always get the comeuppance, don't they? So especially with me, I won't let things go. Somebody's done out bad to me, I won't let it go. I'll have it in here. It might take 10 years, but I won't let it go. It's still in here, in that little memory bank. So another story of the day, guys. So he got bashed, and that was the end of him. He never ever come back. He was never seen again. Not that he went missing in that way. He was never seen again. So another story there for you guys. More to come.